I recommend, it's easier, I should say. I recommend it's just easier if you have it here to pull it back, because you don't want to advance this cannula in the PA without the dialer in place. So it'll make the process a little bit easier placing it. Just put it in a little bit, and then you have a little wiggle room, and then you just pull it under fluoro and verify that it's 2 to 3 centimeters past the monitor. And then they'll just suture it in place. On the cannula itself, there are centimeter markings, so those are worth noting where it's at, just in case, you know, when this patient's going to be on for a little while probably, to make sure like it doesn't move or doesn't migrate, that the skin marking is always the same. So that's the cannula, and then so connections wise, what I had simulated here. So your blue is going to be the inlet to the pump. That is going, and on the cannula, it says proximal and distal. Distal is the cannula that runs on the inside and all the way to the tip, so it's going to say distal. So the braided, the wire bound here is going to be the distal, and the proximal is where we're going to pull from. So we're going to pull from the right atrium. So the blue is going to, the blue line here, or the inlet to the pump, is going to hook up to the proximal line, and then on the red, the outflow of the pump, it's going to hook up to the distal end of the cannula, which is the wire bound. And then once we start it, once we wet to wet, make sure there are no air bubbles, just like you guys normally would do. Then we can start up. And these just come right off. They're just standard barbs, standard connections. They're all standard 3/8. So the Life Spark pump is standard 3/8 tubing, and then these connections are also